morning from Ronald Reagan National Airport. We are covering two breaking news stories tonight, and we start with the breaking news of another plane crash. The FAA says a Lear business jet crashed in Northeast Philadelphia near a local mall at about 6:30 p.m., just about a short time ago, an hour and a half ago. We have new Ring camera video that captured the moment of impact, and I want to play that for you.
Yeah, man.
The plane dropping out of the sky. This is more video of the crash, a massive fireball just a short time ago. The deadly crash comes just two nights. You see there the fireball off in the distance. This, of course, comes two nights after Wednesday night's mid-air collision here in Northern Virginia. We'll have the latest on the investigation into that crash in a moment, because we've been watching crews out on the Potomac right outside Reagan Airport, where I am right now. But first, our aviation correspondent Pete Montine joins us with the latest on this new crash in Philadelphia. Pete, let's talk about the plane involved, what we know happened.
We know, at least from the FAA right now, confirming it for us through an official source, that this was a Lear 55 business jet. To clarify, that is not the small single-engine airplane that was initially reported as having gone down in this Philadelphia neighborhood. This is a twin-engine business jet of about 10 tons of maximum weight, goes about 450 miles per hour, and the FAA is also confirming to us that this flight just left Philadelphia Northeast International Airport at about 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, was on its way to Springfield Branson National Airport in Missouri. That's a flight of about 1,100 miles. So this plane would be fully loaded with fuel, very likely, and would explain the large fireball that we have seen in these videos that keep surfacing on social media. The early data, the preliminary data from open source flight tracking site ADSB Exchange, also corroborated by Flight Radar 24, is that this flight took off and was airborne for about 40 minutes. It took off on Philadelphia Northeast Airport's runway 24, that's to the southwest, and was airborne rather for about 40 seconds, and was descending at the very end at 11,000 feet per minute. That is an alarmingly high rate of descent. Business jets like this in a normal descent descend at about 2,500 or 3,000 feet a minute, depending on their speed. So there is a lot of detail emerging here, but of course, to underscore, things are very preliminary, very early to speculate on the cause of this crash. The most alarming thing to me right now is the video surfacing from Ring doorbell cameras that shows this plane essentially making a lawn dart-like descent into this Philadelphia neighborhood. It is not too far away from this airport, and it is very densely populated. Of course, this will trigger a conversation about whether or not airports like this should be close to densely populated areas. Remember, this is an airplane that is not particularly small. It's more akin in size to the regional jet that we saw involved in the mid-air collision only a few thousand feet away from where I'm standing here at Reagan National Airport.